Alrighty, guys. So what I would like you to do is just find a comfortable seat. So you could sit cross-legged. I like to sit on a block. So this is the block that I usually sit on, simply because my hips are not that open. And however we are born or created, it doesn't really matter. So you want to sit in a comfortable seat. Always lengthening your spine to start off meditation, so that the top of your head is like an antenna, or your spine is like an antenna going towards the sky, our higher source, our higher intelligence, perhaps, reaching up through our crown chakra. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a few deep breaths. So we're going to inhale and exhale. Just let yourself slouch forward. Let go any of those unwanted energies. Inhale. You can make the verbal sound as you exhale. A couple more. Inhale. Letting go. Last one. Inhale. Good. And then seal your lips. Maybe bring a slight smile to your face. Bring your thumbs and index fingers together and slightly lower your head. Closing your eyes if you choose. And start to draw your breath from the back of your throat. This breath is known as Ujjayi, which means victorious. So think about that as you roll that breath over the back of your throat. Inhaling and exhaling. So you're drawing through your nose, but you're pulling from the back of your throat. Sometimes it sounds like the ocean waves, or when you put a seashell to your ear. And now you let go of any outside stimulation, and you start to go within. So perhaps you're simply listening to the sound of your inhale and exhale. Maybe if you go really quiet, you could even hear and feel your heart beating. And I'd like you to stay here for a couple of moments. We're going to do this for about 2 to 3 minutes of just breathing. Inhales and exhales. Complete outside silence, but just the sound inside of you. Perhaps those thoughts come in, just allow them to go. Drift away and go back to listening to your breath, the quiet inside. You can make your breathing a little longer, a little deeper than you normally do. We're going to stay this way for another minute. Listening to the sound of silence inside you. Beautiful. And then you can just gently open your eyes and perhaps notice without judgment if you feel any energy shift inside of you. Just notice it. Just notice it. Perhaps a sense of calm, perhaps a sense of wondering what we're going to be doing next. It's all good. With that, we bring the hands to the heart center, thumbs into your chest, and bow your head, close your eyes, lengthen your spine, and we set an intention. So we want to make an intention positive. Something we're wanting to work towards. Perhaps it's to stay in a state of calm, a state of gratitude, a sense of well-being, a sense of healing, a sense of caring, nurturing, whatever that is. Set it now. Seal it in. Beautiful. So this flow is for everybody, all levels. You can pump it up a little bit. You can lower it down a little bit. I'm going to keep it gentle so everyone can follow along with me. Relax your arms now in your lap, perhaps on your thighs, your palms are up, and just shrug your shoulders. Feel any tension in those shoulders. Oh gosh, I have some in my neck. Yeah. Wiggle them round, wiggle them forward, wiggle them backward. Good, good. And now as you lengthen your spine, draw your belly button in. Just take your right ear to your right shoulder. And as you do so, feel any tension on the left side of your neck. Maybe pull that left shoulder down a little bit as you lengthen. Oh, and breathe into it. Look up. Bring your chin up. Good. And then bring your chin to your chest, both hands again on your thighs. Lengthen your spine and now go the other way. Left ear, left shoulder, and feel any tightness on the right side. Exhaling as you maybe pull that right shoulder down and breathe and look up. Good. And then both hands come back into your lap. Bring your hands to your heart. Take a deep breath. Sweep the arms up. Spread your fingers. Look up. Draw the belly in. As you exhale, bring your left hand to your right thigh, right hand behind you, and then look over that right shoulder. So you're twisting, you're moving that energy. Try to go as far as you can, keeping your hips down. Good. And then come on back. Sweep the arms up, look up. And then go the other way, twist the other way. Right hand on your left thigh, lengthen. Left hand behind you and look over your left shoulder. Oh yeah. Activate your belly, draw it in. Awesome. And then come back to center and maybe just wiggle around a little bit. Just notice where you're at. What are you feeling? We're going to begin. So we make our way to all fours. This is called tabletop. So you want to get a flat spine to start off with. Hands are underneath your shoulders, knees are below your hips. We're going to breathe, dropping the belly, expanding the chest, look up. As you exhale, you round your spine like a cat. Look at your belly button. Drop your belly, inhale, look up. Exhale and round your spine. Let's do 3 more. Drop the belly, inhale, look up. Exhale and round, really round that spine. Inhale, look up, open the chest. This is cow. And as you round your spine, look at your belly button. Beautiful. Now come back to a flat spine, how we started off in tabletop, and take your right hand directly out in front of you and pick up your left leg. So balancing on your right knee and your left hand. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, bring your elbow and knee together. Inhale, you expand. Exhale, you squeeze. 1 more. Inhale, expand. Exhale and squeeze. Hold it. Place your right hand down. Your right foot goes out to the side. Left foot is flat and reach up. Look up. Maybe spread your fingers. Press your left foot into the ground. Right hand down. Right knee down. Left hand up. Beautiful. Just feel the energy. And then come on back. Tabletop. So now, of course, we're going to do the other side. So the left hand extends, the right leg lifts. Inhale. Exhale and squeeze. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract. Last one. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract it in nice and tight. Left hand goes down, left foot out to the side to help you balance. Right foot flat and reach up. So spread those fingers. Just feel the expansion. Awesome, and come on back, tabletop. So from tabletop, we tuck our back toes under. Gently lift your knees off the ground and then press back into down dog. So down dog is an inverted V. Inverted V. Think of the letter V. You can pedal those feet back and forth a few times. Hands and feet are shoulder width. And I like to feel my quads, my hamstrings, my shoulders. And then come high on those toes, bend your knees, but lengthen your spine and look at your belly button. Feel your shoulders gently pull down and out to the sides. Beautiful. Lower your heels down as far as you can. It's okay if they don't touch the ground. And then with straight legs and little steps, make your way to the top of the mat. All the way to the top of the mat. And when you're there, stay in a forward fold. So your feet are hip distance. And you can bend your knees to get your fingers on the ground, or you could place them on your shins or your thighs. Lower your head. Just let your head be heavy. And maybe feel the backs of your legs. You could shake your head yes, you could shake it no. All the while breathing. Hands come together as you press your feet into the ground. Strong belly. Make your way up to standing. And your hands are at your heart center just for a moment. Maybe recall your intention. as we begin to flow a little. Alrighty, so arms sweep up, look up, reach up. Exhale all the way down, all the way back down to where you were. This is called Uttanasana, forward fold. From the forward fold position, inhale halfway and look up. Exhale, just let it go, just like you did before the meditation. Inhale halfway, look up. On the exhale, take your right leg back to a lunge. So a lunge means you want to keep that left knee over the ankle. You don't want to be like this. Left knee is over the ankle. Plug those fingertips in and empower that back leg. Maybe feel your right hamstring lift to the sky. Pull your left hip back. Draw your belly in. Beautiful. From here, hands to the ground, left foot goes back to a high plank, and you hold it for a moment. This is where you can do a full chaturanga or lower to your knees, squeeze your elbows in and push yourself through to up dog or lifted cobra. So lifted cobra, your thighs are on the ground. Up dog, you're lifting your thighs off. Let's take a moment to look over the right shoulder as you lower your left hip down. Chin to the chest and then just go the other way. Oh yeah, that feels so good. Chin back to the chest and bring your hips to your heels. Wide-legged child's pose. So this is where your forehead could come to the ground. Press your fingers in to help you lengthen your spine and get that booty to your heels. Go back to that breath where you could hear it. Inhale and exhale. Good. Now, keeping your hips where they are, walk your hands all the way to the right side of the mat. And with your right hand, grab your left wrist and gently pull, keeping your left hip down. This will stretch the left side of your body. Inhale and exhale. Come back to center, and then we go out the other way. So now you might want to take your left hand and pull your right, keeping your hips down. Feel the stretch on the other side. Just notice what your body is saying. And then come back to center again, making your way to tabletop. Tuck your back toes under, lift those hips, and it's down dog. You might want to take another little pedal back and forth. We're preparing for lunge on the other side. So the right foot is going to come to the top. Sometimes you might need to lower your left knee down first, right foot up, and then lift that back leg. So same thing this side, pull that right hip back, left hip forward, draw the belly in and up and lengthen your spine. We're wanting to find space. Left foot comes to the top, forward fold. Hands to the heart, round up. We reach up, a gentle back bend, and then down you go again, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Left leg to lunge. Right foot to plank. So you could stay here in your full chaturanga or lower to your knees halfway down. Push yourself forward. And then you exhale, back you go, down dog, that inverted V. Couple of moments here, checking in with yourself. And then left foot comes to the top, lunge. So if it doesn't make it, you want to pick it up and plant it on the ground. Right foot to the top, forward fold, and round up. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, and down you go again, forward bend. Beautiful. Inhale, look up. Exhale, right foot back, lunge. Now we're going to lower the right knee down, back foot is flat, and sweep your arms up. Sweep them up high. Good. Excellent. So with your arms swept up high, now you're going to release them at your side. Bring those hips forward and squeeze your shoulders, guys. Look up, open your heart, suck your belly in. Beautiful. Hands to the ground. Back you go, down dog. And take a moment in that dog pose. Just take a moment. Pedal the feet if you choose. From there, the right foot comes to the top of the mat. Left knee down this time. One breath, sweep your arms up. Look up. Good, so good. Hands at your sides, bring your hips forward. Draw your belly in so your heart opens, you squeeze your shoulders. Nice. And then hands to the ground, left foot to the top. You're back in that forward fold again. Back in that forward fold. So remember, your hips are lifting high as you're trying to fold in half. With this posture, I always remind myself that I'm wanting to get a different perspective, a different point of view on things that are going on. Take your peace fingers and grab your big toes. Press your toes into your peace fingers and lift those hips as you lower your head down. Oh yeah. Just feel the stretch on the backs of your legs. It feels so good. Maybe shake your head yes and no. Maybe soften your shoulders a little bit more. And then in one breath, release. Bend your knees, your feet are hip distance, and come into that awkward pose, chair pose. That's why it's called awkward. So sit down, maybe take your hands straight out. You could lift them up, pull your back and suck that belly in. Good, good. Back you go, forward fold, lift your hips. This time bring your toes and heels to touch. Toes and heels touch, knees together. Bring your hands to your heart and squat down. Excellent. And just hold it here for a moment. You could stay there, or you take your left elbow to your right thigh and press those palms in as you expand, looking up. You could stay there, or you look down at your feet, press into your right foot and lift your left for a little balance challenge. Awesome. Let it go. Forward fold. Exhale. Exhale. Hands to the heart. Let's sit again. Sit again. And we twist the other way. So whatever side you did, you make sure you do the other. Press your palms in. Expand that heart. Stay there or look down. Pick up your right foot now. Good. Feet come together. Release your hands. And like a gorilla, just shake them as you come up. As you come up. Pull your shoulders back. Exhale. Curl your lips up. Recall your intention. Beautiful. Sweep up again. Reach up, spread your fingers. And you're going to go back down to that forward fold. This is how we move the energy, especially the negative energy. There's a lot going on right now. Take another breath. Inhale, look up. As you exhale, left leg goes back, lunge. Excellent. This time, bring your hands to your thigh, your right thigh. I'm a little wobbly, it's all good. Sit there for a moment, empower that back leg, and then sweep your arms up. Look up if you want to. If you feel you're balanced. Lower your shoulders, soften your shoulders. Find space between your ears and your shoulders. Awesome. Now we're going to reach forward. Reach your fingers towards your tablet or your computer, whatever it is you're watching. And now take your hands back, breathing. Empower that back leg. Nice. Left hand down, right arm goes up. So you look up, spread those fingers, chin back to your shoulder, and just notice what you're feeling. Right hand now on the inside of the right foot, and you take your left arm up. Lengthen your spine, find space. Oh, I got a nice little crack in my back then. Felt so good. Both hands down on the inside of that right foot, and you turn to the side. So your feet are parallel with the mat. Parallel with the mat. Lift your hips. Walk your hands out so you're like in an extended down dog with your feet and your hands. For me, it's getting my spine flat. Lifting my hips, feeling my quads. Beautiful. And then walk your hands back towards your feet. Let's take our peace fingers and grab our big toe again. Pressing your toes into those fingers. You can bend your knees if you need to. Lift your hips high, squeeze your quads. Feel your hamstrings. And lower down. Awesome. Breathe. Releasing your hands to the ground, turn to the front to find that lunge. Left foot up, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach your arms up, back bend, and down you go again, forward fold. Lengthen, look up, right leg back. Once you're stable, so your left toes are pressing in, your right foot is solid, your heel is lifted, inhale, bring your hands to your thigh and stay there for a moment. Feel it first. And then shoulders are back, arms are up. Draw the belly in. Notice where you are. You could look up, soften your shoulders. Inhale as you exhale, reach, reach, reach. Take your hands back and squeeze your shoulder blades. Your palms are up. Oh yeah. Right hand goes down. You lengthen first and left arm goes up. Draw your belly in. Reach up. Left hand now on the inside. Lengthen your spine and the right arm goes up. Look up. Beautiful. Both hands are down. We're going to turn the other way now. We're going to turn the other way. And this time, make sure you activate your core. Your feet are parallel. And take your hands behind you. Maybe grab opposite elbows. Maybe clasp your palms together, turning your palms up. Or maybe just keep them on your hips. Either way, you want to feel the stretch on the backs of those legs. Try to square your hips. Squeeze your shoulders. It feels so good. Hands come down. Turn back to that lunge to face the front. Right foot to the top. Forward fold. Rounding up. Taking a moment. This is where, if you choose, you could take a drink and wipe down. I'm sweating, but it's all good. So this posture is called Anjali Mudra. It's a seal. It's what we do for prayer, meditation sometimes, bowing into each other. And this is called Samastitihi, which means our equilibrium. We come to neutral, equal. And just take a moment. Good. Sweep those arms up. We're back down again to that forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Left leg back. Bringing your hands back to that right thigh. Sweep the arms up. Bring them to the heart, and left foot now goes to 90 degrees as we open up Warrior Two. So this is somewhat of what you should look like. Right knee is over the ankle. We're working that left hip back. And sometimes when we do that, as it does for me, I work my left hip back, my right knee comes too far over. So I want to make sure my knee is working its way towards my baby toe side. Open your arms, expand those wings. This is a powerful posture. Stay here for another breath. Turn your right palm up. Left hand slides down your leg and keep your right knee where it is. You could look up. You could take your left hand behind your back and sit a bit more. And then come on back, Warrior Two. Now reach in front of you to the right and take your right elbow on your thigh. Look up, reach up, spread your fingers, chin to your shoulder. Empower yourself. Back you come, Warrior Two. Straighten that right leg. Bring those toes in and left toes face the opposite way. So you're sitting down in your Warrior Two on this side. Left knee towards your left big toes. Draw your belly and expand your heart. Look over your left shoulder as far out with that gaze, it's called dristi, as you can. Turn your left palm up, right hand slides down your leg. Sit a bit more, guys. Really feel the power and the strength in this posture. Come back, Warrior Two. And now we tilt to the left. Left forearm comes on your thigh and you reach up. Right fingers can be spread. Draw the belly in, chin to your shoulder. So we don't have to be doing much to feel it, right? Now you come on back, Warrior Two. Straighten that left leg. Turn your feet in, hands to your hips. First, we're going to do what's called goddess pose or God pose. So bring your heels in and your toes out. You could bring them in a little closer if you choose. Activate your belly and then sit down. Sit down, work your knees out. Take your hands up to cactus. Up to cactus. Pick up your right heel and let's just twist to the right. Come back to center, lower your right heel. Sit another inch, pick up your left. Let's twist to the left. Come back to center, lower your left heel, sit a bit more. Pick up both heels and hold it. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Beautiful. Lower your heels, hands to your hips or thighs. Come on up. Turn your toes so they're parallel with the mat. Parallel. Shorten your stance with your hands on your hips. So you have a stance of about 3 to 4 of your feet apart. You could see my feet are a little wider than my hips. And we're going to turn to the right. Right foot is straight, left foot is 45. Pull that right hip back. Pull your shoulders back, your elbows back. And now you're going to come down halfway, pressing your left heel into the ground. Right toes are reaching forward. So you want to square your hips. I like to put my hands on my hips and feel that my hips are even, because sometimes we drag one side down. Take your hips back just a little bit. You should feel it in your right leg. If you can keep your spine straight, you can come down further. Otherwise, stay there. Slight bend to your knee. Inhale, come up. Now all we do is turn the opposite way. Left foot is straight, right foot is 45. Pull those hips back. You could do the same thing, drawing your elbows in, grab opposite elbows, press your right heel down, left toes forward, strong core, halfway down. So this is where your spine, your neck, and your head are one. Don't drop that head. Lengthen. Feel your left leg now. Take your hips back. Just feel the stretch. I call it a yummy stretch. Good. Slight bend to your left knee. Inhale, come on up, and you're going to make sure you're facing the front again. If you need another drink and wipe down, you do it now. Otherwise, you could just inhale and exhale, recalling your intention. What I think I love about yoga the most is it takes away everything else that's going on out there, and I'm focusing on exactly what I'm doing. I'm better prepared for those challenges. Alrighty, we're going to do a couple of balancing postures before we get to the ground, just a couple. The first one is eagle. And eagle, you have a choice. You could grab opposite shoulders like that, or you take your right arm, your left arm is on top, and you interlace like ropes, bringing your hands together. And you squeeze those arms in, and then you sit down in a little chair. Press into your left foot as you lift your right, and you wrap that right foot around as best you can. It's okay if you can't. And then you square yourself off, sitting down. Now we want to start to bow forward, unravel the right leg, kick it back, and then release your arms so you fly. Feel the freedom of that flying. It feels so good. So good. And then you come on back, right foot to the left. Just let it go. Just let it go. Hands together, sweep the arms up. Now it's left arm under the right. So the right is on top, and you bring your hands together as best you can. Squeeze the arms in, take a seat. Take a seat. Press into your right foot, pick up your left, and wrap it around your right. Square those hips, back is back. You're sitting down. Good. Stay where you are for a moment. Start to bow forward. Unravel your left leg and release your arms and fly on this side. Just notice the difference. They're different sides. Beautiful. And then come on back. Take a moment. Take a moment. Last standing posture is tree. It's one of my favorites. So the left leg is straight. Press your big toe mound into the ground. You could come into kickstand, thumbs and index fingers together, raising your arms up. You don't want to sink on the left side. We're very good at that. You want to lengthen that left leg. Whatever tree you want to do is perfectly fine. This is your practice. So it's wherever your body wants to go today. When you look up and you expand, it opens your energies. You can't help but feel better. Awesome. Now we let that side go and we go on to the other. So whatever you did on one side, you want to do on the other. Your tree, your Vrikshasana. And number 2, lengthen the right leg. Maybe sweep your arms up, maybe look up. Find your balance, find your stillness. Good. Now bringing your hands back to your heart. This is where we take a moment. So we bow into ourselves first. We want to honor ourselves. We always want to recognize what we are doing for ourselves first, because then we can give it away to others. What energies are we sharing? We want to appreciate the yoga practice itself. So we bow into that for a moment. And then, of course, we want to honor everybody that's participating in this, because our energies are like-minded, and this is how we help each other and we help the universe. So just take a moment with that. Good. And then you're going to turn around and lie on your back and take a moment there. Take a good 30 seconds there as you settle on your mat, on your back. I'm going to guide you through this part of lying on your back. It's wonderful. Lengthen your legs, just let your toes fall to the side. Your shoulders are down, your palms are up. And like we did in the beginning, just inhale and exhale. Allowing your belly to rise and fall. Good. Now bring your feet together, the soles of your feet together. Let your knees fall to the side and try to get those heels close to your hips. So you're lying on your back, your knees are falling to the side. This is called Supta Baddha Konasana. It's your gentle pose. Maybe take your left hand on your heart and your right hand on your belly. And perhaps think about how you could be a little more gentle to yourself. Just let gravity do the work for you, letting your knees go closer to the ground. Good, then release your hands at your sides, palms are up, shoulders are down, knees together. Press your feet back so they're straight, Shavasana. We're going to draw the right leg in towards you. So you clasp below your right knee and you pull, left leg is straight. So your biceps are doing the work here for you. As you exhale, you pull. And on the inhale, you just hold. Pull a little more. And left hand comes on the outside of your right thigh and you roll over onto your left hip. So check that your right hip is on top of your left. Lengthen the spine and take the right hand all the way out to the right. So it's a belly twist. Lengthen as you twist. Find a bit more. Keep that right shoulder down. Oh, it feels good. And then come on back, lengthen the right leg, lengthen it, bend your left, place your left foot on the ground, hands behind your calf or your thigh, and lift yourself up. So whatever feels good for you now. Try to get your forehead towards your knee. Maybe point and flex that right leg. Good. And then right heel on top of your left thigh. So you're in a square. Take your right hand through that hole and grab below your knee or behind your thigh. And you pull your left leg towards you. Try to work your right knee away from you. And feel this in your glutes. What I like to do is tell my right glute now to go away. Go away from me so it helps me to lengthen as I pull the left side. So good. And then let that go. Lengthen your legs first, all the way down. All the way down. Shavasana, palms are up. And draw your left leg towards you, clasp below your knee. Elbows at your sides, right leg is straight. Belly twist, right hand to the outside of that thigh. Now you roll over onto your right thigh, left thigh is on top. Lengthen and look over your left shoulder. So we're drawing the belly button in and up. As you exhale, you twist a bit more. Good, come on back. Lengthen the left leg, bend your right, foot is on the ground. Hand behind your calf or your thigh, pull your upper body up and then point and flex. Point and flex. Just feel the stretch on the back of your leg, that's all. Now take left heel on top of right thigh, left hand goes through the hole, clasp below your right knee or behind that thigh. Same thing here. You pull as you push the left knee away. Breathing into that left glute. Lengthening your spine as you do so. Oh, it feels good. It feels good. Now let go both your legs back to Shavasana first. Bend your knees, your feet are flat. And we're going to do bridge pose, just one set. So I like to make sure for bridge, those of you who know how to do wheel, you know what to do, so you could just go in it. Make sure your fingers touch your heels. And then you lift your booty up, roll your shoulders under, clasp your palms, and squeeze your belly in and up. Chin is on your chest. Squeeze your glutes. Lift a bit higher. Awesome. And now as you lower down, we come into what's called happy baby. So grab the outsides of your feet. Pull those feet down as you push them up. So it's opposite and equal energies. And curl your lips up, smile. Here you might want to rock or stay still. You might want to straighten both legs or bend one and straighten one. Just play a little bit. Working our way to a seated position, something I like to do is bring the toes and heels together. You're pulling your feet down with your hands. You squeeze your elbows in with your knees, and then you round your spine and you look between your knees. What you want to start to do is build some momentum by rocking forward and backward until you sit up. Good. And it's fun. It always makes everybody smile. So if you can't do that, you're just going to sit up. What we're going to do from here is a little bit of leg stretching before our final Shavasana. So the right leg goes straight out to the side. The sole of your left comes on the inside of your right. Right hand behind you. And first we want to lengthen. Reach up. Left hand to the outside of your right foot, your shin, or your thigh, and you just bow. Maybe looking over that right shoulder. Feeling that stretch a little more on the back. of your right leg, your spine. Awesome. Come on up. And the left hand comes behind you. All you have to do is lift your hips and just open yourself up. Feels good. Feels good. Come on back down and we switch our legs. So left leg is out. Right foot is in. Left hand behind you and right hand comes around. So you're lengthening, stretching, looking over that left shoulder. See how far you could go. Comfortably. So good. And then back you come. Now the right hand comes behind you. The left arm comes up. Lift your hips. Good. And as you lower your hips down, we're going to sit how we did in the beginning of class, either cross-legged or Indian style, which means your knees are bent and you're sitting back on your heels. If your knees are high, like mine are, I have closed hips from all the rock climbing I did for years and years, hugging the rock, not wanting to fall off the rock. I like to sit on a block. Bring your thumbs and index fingers back together and let's take 3 breaths, long, deliberate breaths. And as you're doing that, bring your awareness inside of you and just notice if you feel a little bit different than when you started. Good. Now release and turn around and lie on your backs for your final Shavasana. So Shavasana means corpse pose. You want to lie really, really still. Your palms are up, your toes are relaxed. And you want to go into the rhythm of your inhale and exhale. Eyes are closed. Maybe focus your eyes in the center of your forehead and bring them slightly up, activating that third eye. As you're inhaling, perhaps draw in peace and calm and gratitude. And as you exhale, send it to everybody that has been watching, participating. On your next breath, draw in peace and gratitude, love, caring, warmth. And send it to your family and your friends, your co-workers, your neighbors. And then on your last inhale, draw that gratitude, that healing, that warmth, that love, that compassion, that caring into you, into your entire body, your heart, your head, everywhere. And send it out to the entire planet, the entire universe. Just send it out for universal healing. So you may stay in this position as long as you want. Or you may begin to gently awaken your body by wiggling toes and fingers. And then your neutral position with your knees bent and your feet flat on the ground. Gently rolling to the right side in a fetal position, a rebirthing position. I love this position. You can do this any time of the day or night. And you press that left hand into the ground. You're coming up, you sit comfortably. Your eyes are closed, your head is bowed, and the hands come to the heart center. As I humbly honor the place in you where the entire universe dwells. I humbly honor the place in you that is filled with love, light, peace, and contentment. We want to remember to think and speak to ourselves just like that, and then we can share that to others because we are one, we are connected. Namaste. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate you very much. I hope the video comes out okay. If it doesn't, we'll find another way of doing it. And if you want me to do more with you, I would love to. Make it an amazing day.